Welcome to Random Crap Week. I got very sick of Fire Red Omega, so I decided to do some weird Flash games with no theme behind them. And the first is called Room Marine, as you can obviously see. It's a Japanese escape the room game. I know, not exactly the most exciting thing to show, but I find these rather interesting, actually. And out of the bunch, this is probably the weirdest one to show, just because of some of the weird logic puzzles involved. So anyway, like with all escape the room games, you just sort of look around and click on stuff. There's a multitude of objects to mess around with, some of which you can actually do things with, some of them you can't. The first thing you'll want to do in this game is just find stuff, pretty much. Just go around and find stuff. There's a piece of paper inside this pen with colored dots on it. It doesn't do much for you yet. Here's a fish. There's like a door you can't open. There's just a bunch of crud. Over here you see 10 is a straight line. Doesn't mean anything to you yet. Plug in the TV, and there's no video, so you can't do anything with that. You can't open the drawer yet. You can get this picture. Doesn't do anything for you yet, but pretty like I said, you just want to go around and find stuff. The bookshelf, you can find a diamond, and if you click around, you'll eventually find that one of these books is actually the videotape. Then down here you've got some sort of code you got to put in. Here's a safe that has no obvious combination, but there is a way to open it. Just pay close attention to it, and I'll let you try and figure it out. And over here is this thing where you don't know the combination either. Once again, there's a very subtle hint. I'll get into those things later because I'm hoping for people to maybe figure them out as they're watching this. So anyway, the first obvious thing to do would be to try out the movie. So you put that in and play it, and it shows you this. So if you've looked around the room enough by now, you would know that that's the pattern you have to press the dots in. Take out the movie, and you'll see that the tape has gone to the end, and there is a pattern over here, which you have to replicate. So let me look at that again. It's a less than or equal to semicolon circumflex accent L thing. So semicolon circumflex accent L-shaped thing, and then you get a CD with a mysterious thing on it, a hook, and the RK thing. I honestly don't know what that's for. Yeah, up here there's some string, and if you look very carefully you'll notice this little pound sign on the book here, which, believe it or not, is actually important, even though it's extremely easy to overlook. So now let's see if we can remember the pattern on this. I don't. I almost got it. Okay, got a green W, and that thing fell off. And it fell into the pot, and for some reason you're unable to fit your hand in there, but this is no problem because you can combine the hook with the string and fish it out of there. So now you have a piece of wood, which turns out to be a key. Who would have thought? And the key unlocks this door, but it's still chained shut. There's a key all the way over there, but you can't reach it. The CD you can't use yet. Oh yeah, there's a hint on here. But, oh wait, no, that doesn't matter yet. Okay, I think I've done everything that I can do without solving one of the most obscure puzzles I've ever seen in my life. Again, it's this thing. Basically, the hint here is the color of the bar thing and the numbers itself. You have to find something in the room with those colors, and if you are extremely observant, you'll notice that these books, after you've taken out the videotape and the thing here, spell out a 1301. I would have never figured that out without a guide. And it's one of those things like you see it and you shit bricks. Wait, no, it's a 3. But, I don't know, I thought that was pretty clever, actually. I just wish I would have been able to figure it out on my own. So now you got the long poker thing, and there is a red cross-ish thing and a chain for some reason. I actually know what that means, but I didn't realize it until just now. Anyway, you can use the poker to reach the gold key. And fittingly, it goes to the gold lock. So now you have 2 apples, hooray. And also a clockwork key, hooray. You can hardly contain the excitement, I'm sure. Anyway, investigate these apples. You'll see that this one has a white stem, and this one has a regular colored stem. You'd think that the red one was real, but it's not. The blue one's actually real. You have to eat it, and you get a seed. Okay, let's see, my music is changing. I'm trying to find music that's fitting to this. I guess Luigi's Mansion works. Anyway, we have a seed now. If you look carefully at the CD pattern, you'll see that the seed, in fact, goes on the fish as an eye. Doing this gets you a triangle. This Luigi's Mansion music is very unfitting, but whatever, I don't want to find anything better. The apple is actually a candle, and as the tape picture hints to, you hold the paper over the candle to reveal a secret message. I'm not sure what this pass thing means, actually. This thing over here is an annoying hint. If you go down here, there's this thing that vaguely resembles a clockwork key, and a tiny little hole that I thought was like a crumb in the carpet. But anyway, you stick that in there, and you gotta turn it so it like matches this. So it's like right, left, left, right, left, right, right. I'm not gonna remember that. Right, left, left, right, left, right, right. Right, left, left, right, right, left. I don't remember it. I suck at this. Wait, which way does it... Okay, so yeah, it is right. Right, left, left, right, left, right, 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 left, left, right, left, right, right. Okay. And you get a wire cutter, and you get a square. So, have you thought about this safe for long enough? Because that's what these shapes are for. I don't know how it works, but you stick these things on like magnets, and it opens up the safe. And you get a dime. It's red, it's copper, it resembles a penny, but it's a dime, it has a 10 on it. And this tells you to use the poker on the firewood. Gee, I would have never figured that out. Anyway... using... Oh yes, here there is something else I can do here. Here, the picture behind the TV said to do this. Gotta open this up, and there's a battery inside, and then it does that, and then it somehow takes the glass off, and you take that out, and you get this. Banana leads to an egg, and 2 very obscure things. Luckily, we don't have to worry about that quite yet, but you will soon enough, and now we got a key. That thing sure offered a lot of stuff. And now we can access the great outdoors, hooray. And there's a barely noticeable blue thing down here, hooray. You can tell I've done this game a number of times before. So let's just stick it on there and open it up, and we get a plastic thingy, which I can put around the fish for some arbitrary reason. The CD does say to do that, though. Next step is to fill it up with water, which you could get from the rain if only I had a bowl. Where might I find a bowl? Well, there's the apple thing, which you would never notice this, but you can zoom in on this and cut it with the wire cutters, and take the bowl.